Hello everyone, this is Bluefrunner Fan Racing here to bring you my first ever countdown, Top 10 Racing Games. Before we continue, first some rules. Only one game per franchise, and only games I've played, which means no Forza. Also, please remember that this is my own personal opinion. Alright, now I got that out of the way, let's do this! Some of you may have never heard about this game. Some of you might hate it, but in my opinion, DT Racer is one of the best budget titles out there. One of the best known features in this game is the damage. It's just great. Bumpers, hoods, lights, and spoilers will all just bend up and break off wonderfully. The graphics are pretty good for PS2, and the music was pretty enjoyable. However, the physics could use some work as it is very easy to spin out, especially when you're on the brakes. The AI is also rather sketchy as it seems they'll crash into a lot of things, especially other cars. And also, the Grand Prix mode seems a bit tacked on, and it feels like as if there is not as much material as there really should be. But I find DT Racer a very fun entry into the racing genre. If only it had more material. In my opinion, Mario Kart Wii is Nintendo's best entry in the Mario Kart franchise, considering of course I haven't played Mario Kart 7. This game is very fun, and there is a lot of content in this game. There are many characters to choose from. In fact, you can even use your Mii. There are karts and bikes, which is something that had not been in the series before. The gameplay is fast and very fun, and there is also online racing. There is a lot of mayhem that happens in the world of Mario Kart Wii online racing. Damn blue shells. I can't count how many times I've been hit by a blue turtle shell when I'm about to win. Also, I have stumbled across a few hackers. There are way too many of those in this game. I've often experienced heavy lag with several racers. The, in my opinion, poor online play is why this game is only number 9 on my countdown. Just like DT Racer, Ford vs. Chevy is probably a game you've never heard of, but I personally like it a lot. This game revives the old-school American racing rivalry between Ford vs. Chevy in an event called the Westington Cup. The physics are similar as in other Technics games I've played, and it plays a lot like them. And I enjoyed this game through and through, and it really is great. However, interestingly enough, just like DT Racer, it feels like there isn't much content. Also, the story mode feels incomplete. Guess it's more like a standard championship mode. But Ford vs. Chevy is a fun arcade-style game I play when I want to kick some Chevy butt with my Ford. I know it just says Test Drive on the box, but apparently the official name is Test Drive Overdrive. Anyway, this is a flat-out crazy arcade-style racer. This game really feels like true street racing to me. It's a lot of fun, it's very fast, and well, quite frankly, crazy. The story is one of the best I've seen in a racing game. Of course, Need for Speed Carbon has my favorite racing game story, but that's beside the point. In the story mode, I found that the game actually has a decent sense of humor.
Dennis, remember, you're in the heart of the mystic Orient. The imperial spirit of countless dynasties flows through the arteries and alleys of this city. The lives lost to antiquity stroll these byways as a conduit of ancestral harmony. Attuning to this power, this key, can be the difference between victory and failure, life and death. Are you prepared to embrace the naked blade?
Are you serious?
Yeah. Also, there are some pretty interesting characters.
I would like now to go home to sleep. You race with great honor and courage, Dennis-san. I am best.
Thanks. See you next race.
No, Dennis-san. For me, there is no next time. Seppuku is the only way!
What?
Do cut it out, Hamada. No one's falling for the old seppuku ploy. Now, Dennis, congratulations. You're well on your way to that beautiful lounge suite.
Huh?
Never mind. Run along and enjoy yourself. But be ready for the next race.
Is Hamada crazy or something? Also, the difficulty. It's very hard. I can recall times I've gotten frustrated by the sheer difficulty of this game. But challenge is a good thing, and I'll keep on playing till I win. But anyway, this is a very fun and challenging arcade racer that I'd recommend to anybody who likes that. Nascar Rumble is one of my favorite games on the PlayStation 1. Now we're getting into the really chaotic entries on this countdown. There are several NASCAR drivers from the 1999 season racing out on the streets. Plus, there are power-ups that let you do things like send our cars flying and summon tornadoes. Yeah, it's challenging, chaotic, and very fun. If only my copy didn't break. I think I've already proven I like this game a lot since I'm LPing this game, but let's go into detail anyway. There's lots of content in this one. You can race in the city, or in the middle of nowhere, or anywhere in between. There are also some special tracks like the Speed Bowl. There is a career mode that'll bring on hours on end of gameplay. The damage model is perfect, and the 7 AI drivers actually have their own cars and driving styles. And then, there's the stunts. They're awesome! Like, seriously, who came up with this idea to shoot your driver out of the windshield and go through a dartboard? Seriously, this game can bring on hours of fun. But if this game's only number 5, then what could possibly be up next? I like more than just arcade racers. I also like racing sims, like the amazing Gran Turismo 5. This game probably has the most content out of any entry in this countdown. Let's start with the cars. There are many types of cars, including a Ferrari F1, NASCAR stock cars, and other kinds of touring cars and Le Mans cars. And there are a lot of cars in this game. There's over 1,000 of them!
It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?
I didn't say 9,000, right? Anyway, there are also many tracks and a career mode that'll bring on hours on end of fun for any racing fan. You can even command an AI driver in B-Spec mode, but I'm not going to go into detail about that. Also, the online is very good. There's many modes to play online, there isn't any horrible lag, the voice chat works just fine, and there is much content online as well. Oh! And did I forget to mention that you can drive on the Top Gear test track? Anyway, this game is awesome, and I have very high expectations for the upcoming Gran Turismo 6. Although I find the first game harder, Burnout 2 is certainly the best entry in the series. I can't tell you how much chaotic fun I have with this game, but I can tell you that although it's not stuffed, it has enough content to go around and make the game fun. The championship mode, although short, is good enough to show you how much fun the game is. The wrecks are destructive and very well done, the AI is smart enough to not crash into everything, and it is quite challenging, albeit easier than the first game. And the music is some of my favorite in a racing game. This is one of my favorite games on the Nintendo GameCube, which is what I played it on. If only Acclaim didn't go bankrupt. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 has a massive influence on what games I play today, as it's the first racing game I ever played. There is no doubt in my mind that this is the best Need for Speed game by far. There are 25 plus cars, and they all have upgraded versions. There are 2 championship ladders with 63 events in all. And, like Flatout 2, there are 7 unique AI drivers. Unfortunately, they don't have their own unique cars. But, in the Hot Pursuit Championship mode, I actually got attracted to the free AI drivers in that mode. Namely Wayne. Speaking of Wayne, there was an interesting glitch I had involving him. Yeah, that'll never happen again. However, the speeds are crazy, often over 200 miles per hour. The cops have great AI and can really annoy you with their aggression. Speaking of that, the AI in this game is pretty good. Also, the difficulty. It's quite hard, but that's from the pure challenge provided by the tracks and the AI. Bottom line, EA will never make a game like this ever again. However, the upcoming Need for Speed Rivals could serve as a new beginning for the series. If you know me, then you knew this was coming. I am addicted to this game. F-Zero is my all-time favorite racing game series, and F-Zero GX for the Nintendo GameCube is my favorite entry in the series. It has the highest speeds out of the whole series, the best graphics and music, and most importantly, it's the most fun. For me at least. But I cannot stress how difficult this game is. Not only is it my favorite, but F-Zero GX is also the hardest racing game I have ever played. The GP mode is hard enough, but then story mode happened. Instead of you being stumped by the challenges, the story mode enjoys stumping you with cleats. Chapter 6 really stands out from the others. You have to stay above a certain speed limit, and with the way the track is designed, it's really difficult to stay above it. And if you go under the limit for even a split second, that happens. But this game is just amazing. And, well, there isn't much left to say other than, in my opinion, F-Zero GX is the greatest racing game of all time. This has been Blue Thunder Fan Racing, and dear Nintendo, please make a new F-Zero game!